Hello guys, welcome to my channel. On today's episode, I'll be showing you security tips to take whenever you are visiting a hotel. In today's episode, I'll be discussing safety tips you need to know whenever you are visiting a hotel. And before I proceed, please kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notifications icon so that anytime I make a new video like this, it sends you a notification telling you I've made a video. That way you won't miss any of my posts. Now, let's get into it. Back in the days, hotels used to be safe haven where people just feel relaxed. You can, feel at home. But these days, we've seen several life-threatening activities happening in hotels, and this is why I'm making this video. And it has to start from the moment you step into the hotel. Look out for cameras. I love hotels with cameras. That's because with CCTV cameras, they have something to track the criminal or anything that could happen while you're at the hotel. Always give them the impression that you're expecting somebody. So if someone is trying to harm you and they understand that you're expecting somebody or you know somebody in the area, there's a less likely chance that that person is going to want to do that stuff. Again, it doesn't make sense to use the same hotel over and over again. So that way they can predict your movement. So if there's a particular hotel where you've been using it back to back consistently, automatically they know you might be coming the next month or the next week or the next couple of days. And this is why I don't advise you using the same hotel over and over again. And that is why you have to always think security first. Security and safety first. Once you're checking in, now this is my key. So the first thing I want to do is, so once the door opens, just leave the door open, step into the room. While you're still leaving the door open, check out each of the rooms. So for example, now the lights are on. Make sure everywhere is well lit first. So while the door is still open, right? So you just want to do a quick scan. Now this is the bathroom. So you check out the bathroom. There is no one in the room. You move out fast. Check out every part of the room, back of the windows. There is no one, right? Then the next thing you want to do is you quickly shut the door. So once the door is shut, now this comes the second one. Always ensure you properly lock the door. So now you've shut the door, but it doesn't just stop there. You have to double lock the door. Now, this is, make sure you lock it with every option available. Now there are some hotels that offer extra lock, where you can still do some other locks, right? But if you don't have that available, right, just ensure you double lock it. Now there's an extra lock here, as you can see. So once that is done, the next thing you want to do is, which is what I usually do anyways, and then I take my phone. Where is it? Okay, now I have my other phone right here. So I take this phone, I switch off the lights, then I scan the room. Basically, what I just want to do is a quick scan. Just scan the room. So once you do that while the lights are off, right? You switch off the lights in your room, then you just do a scan. So what that means is, while the room is dark, if you scan and you're getting like a red glare, so there's a chance that the room might have been bugged. There might be a camera in the room. So I just do a quick scan to ensure that everything is set. The next thing you want to do is, if you're sleeping, just take something like a chair. I always ensure any room I'm staying, it has either a table or a chair. So what I just do is I could move either of this table or the chair. I move it towards the end of the door. In this case. So look at this. I just use this to block the door. As you can see, if anybody is trying to open this door from the outside, this particular chair prevents this door from opening. So that way nobody will be able to open the door. An extra thing I usually do is this. So guys, once I do that, I love holding stuff like this. This is a perfume. I put it close to the edge of the chair. If anyone tries to force this door open, this would fall. That way it's going to create a sound but alert you whenever you're sleeping. So and this is just to prevent stories that fall. So if you're sleeping and this falls down, let's just do a sample. If someone pushes this door, once you have something like this and If it falls down, it makes a sound that alerts you. So that way, you can't be caught unaware. There's something I usually do. Once I'm getting out of the room, I make sure nobody's around the passage or the veranda. So once there's nobody, I make sure I turn on the TV to the highest volume. So that way, it gives anybody that is planning to enter your room the impression that you are currently in the room. So once I turn on the volume of the TV to the highest, I can now step out. Also, sometimes if you are in hotels where they have do not disturb, while you are stepping out, just put the do not disturb. So it gives people the impression that you are still inside the room. Another thing is this, I love hotels like this. Now check this out. As you can see, I love hotels with POP, or I like staying in the middle floor. So that way I won't have to struggle about someone trying to get in if it's like a roof where there are different compartments where people can, go in through one of those compartments. So I love staying in the middle floor where I don't have to think, oh, can someone come in from the ceiling? So that option is totally taken care of. So I stay in the middle floor. And in the case whereby we have hotels where they use the regular ceiling, I just kind of use something to, try to to be sure that none of those ones are openings. So I look out for openings either in the room or somewhere close to the corridor area or the restroom. So once that is cleared, again, as you can see, I've been staying in this room, but before I sleep, the next thing I do is I always pack my bag. Now check out, this is my bag right here. I place it close to my bed. So in case there's an emergency, you never can tell. If you are in an hotel, never sleep naked, because if there's an emergency, you don't want to rush out naked, right? So you want to protect your vitals, which is very important. So, but again, wear something to sleep, something comfortable, because people usually feel like they feel relaxed. So I'm in an hotel, if there's an emergency, there's a fire incident, and you just need to rush out. You don't want to, you don't want to be caught in any situation. So I love, before I go to bed every night, I pack my bag. Now, as you can see, this is the bag. So and I put it close to the bed. So if there's a need for me to go out, I don't have to start packing my stuffs. I just carry my bag and I hit the road. So again, if you are staying in an hotel, probably it is like a 12-story building. If possible, stay in the first 3rd or 4th floor. And this is just for security purpose, because if there's a fire incident, for example, you can't use the lifts. And you're coming from the 12th floor all the way down. So it just makes sense if you can, if possible, don't go beyond the 3rd, 4th floor. So that way you can easily be prepared for the worst, right? So now those are some of the things you need to know whenever you're staying in an hotel. And like I said, make sure the door is properly blocked, and still put something to ensure that if someone tries to force the door open, this would alert you, something like this. So this is how I sleep. I just put them. If you have like a glass cup too, but what that would mean is if someone pushes the door, the glass cup would break. So, and again, basically that's all you need to know. Stay safe. So there are some other things you need to take notes. So for example, once you're going, make sure nobody is following you. Now this is very important. Again, if you're making payment for anything at the reception, make sure there's nobody beside you. Make sure you're not revealing more than necessary. If the receptionist is asking for your name, for example, or something important that you feel should be private and there are people around, you can just tell the person to attend to others first. And if you don't have the time, you can just ask for that particular information. You can just write it down. And if you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscription button, click on the notifications icon, so that every time I make a new video like this, it sends you a notification telling you I've made a new video. Now, thanks for watching. See you next time. And stay safe. Bye.